Hey guys, welcome to our first ever podcast. My name's Sureet and this is Stevie. Okay guys, I'm not gonna lie, we're actually really nervous. It's the first time we're doing something like this. Obviously, if you guys already know us, we have a YouTube channels, a reaction channel called Magic Flicks and Cooler Touch.
Yeah, Magic Flicks has got 600,000 subscribers. I've done it for 3 years, so it's comfortable. It's our comfort zone. We're happy, we enjoy it. We've been wanting to do podcasts for a while, and obviously, even though we want to do it,
nerve-wracking, did you think?
No, it feels different. Because obviously,
what we normally do.
Yeah, to what we normally do. Obviously, there we're talking about a subject matter and we get on with it. Not that we're not going to be here, but it just feels, totally different. And it's going to be unfiltered. We're going to be ourselves. We are ourselves when we're doing our YouTube. And this one's going to be on our other channel, which is Cooler Touch. So we've got two channels. And this one's going to be on our vlogging channel. All our podcasts will be there. Hopefully you guys enjoy them.
Yeah, we did vlogging over there. That's something we could talk about as well sometime in the future, why it's on and off.
Yeah, loads of people have asked us throughout the time, like I said, it's been 3 years, about what made us start our YouTube channel. And like I said, within 3 years, we've reached 600,000 subscribers. And why, reaction review channel kind of thing. And considering I was a police officer for 20 years, and got a family, we've got kids that
People
are
just curious, aren't they? How come, like at this age group, why would they want to do something like this when they've got a secure job?
Yeah, and not only that, a secure job, and 4 children now. Children, the age of 22, 21, 18 and 12. So it was like, your kids are like, they would have probably expected them to do this kind of stuff instead of us.
I think people are sometimes just curious, thinking, oh, okay, as well, like, is it something we could do? I don't know, they have so many different questions, especially different age groups, like, but why at this age? Like, why would you?
And not only that, I think loads of people, want to do YouTube and they want to do other things. I mean, nothing. And, what is your mindset? What made you feel like this was the thing, considering there's so many other things that you can do? And it wasn't planned as such, but trust me, it hasn't been an easy journey either. So if people think that it's just easy, it's not. And I think it's even harder when you are at that age where, you've been doing a job for 20 years and you got family to support.
Yeah. And as a family, and obviously you have a relationship, even if you're not married, you're with a partner, I feel like it's a lot that it takes out of you.
Yeah.
The relationship,
But I did hate my job. So I think that's what made it slightly easier. I wanted to get out of the police for before I left, about 5-6 years before that.
It's been a long time.
It was just getting to the point where I was just holding on because it was paying a salary to look after my family.
I think you were just comfortable at the beginning. You started it. I remember you being happy the first few years. I know there was stuff that went on, but you just got comfortable and you were okay with it. But then it came to a point where you were like, no, I can't see myself moving up.
I know when it happened. Because like I said, when I first started, I was getting bullied. I know it's not about that, but at the start, when I first joined, in my first year whilst I was getting tutored, I was getting bullied.
Maybe we could talk about that in
another episode. Yeah. So I was, and I really wanted to leave at that point.
I remember that.
Then circumstances changed, and then, things felt all right, carried on. And then the last time that my mind changed was, again, being bullied. Not just myself, there was various other officers, so it wasn't just me. But that circumstance near to Christmas sort of changed all my view of, I'm in a place where people are supposed to be feeling safe and protected by the people, officers. And there's these people who are actually making other people feel unhappy and uncomfortable. They're not, the thing that we dealing with and we're supposed to be looking after and stopping from happening are the very things that certain people are actually doing to others and making them feel uncomfortable with everything. So I think I can look at it like that was the moment that I decided that I didn't want to do it. But
I think it was like a wake up for you, because you've just been like
getting on with
Groundhog Day, going in, not enjoying it. I wouldn't say
not enjoying
still
it.
was
No,
like, oh my God,
not enjoying it. But it's paying it. You do your work. They pay you enough.
And
you do
also
whatever. that
thing as well. It's life. Everyone does it. You got a job that everyone has a job that they don't like. So it's just.
So I think it was that point that it just made me feel like, I need to find something else.
Yeah.
But what?
Yeah.
Then it's like, what?
And that's where it was. It was all sorts of things that came through Steve's mind, like so many different things.
I mean, I've done so many courses. I've then done like team management courses. I thought I'd go into management and coaching and, motivating people.
You did a personal training thing as well.
Yeah, nutrition and stuff. So I thought, hey, Sureet, put it this way, I know it's ended up becoming about me, but Sureet was there looking after our kids and supporting me in that sense of listening to everything I was going through, taking care of our children. She had her jobs in between, didn't you?
Yeah,
so
I was working here or there part-time,
various different things
around his hours.
So it wasn't always easy because while I was working, then she would have to work around
But
it.
I felt like we were always encouraging each other. Like you'd always encourage me to do something. If I was something new I wanted to do, then you'd be like, yeah, do that, and vice versa. Steve tried so many different courses, and
because I kept on going. If I do nutrition now, I could be a personal trainer, or I could do something else. Anything, not that always.
Doing something while she was still in the force to try and lead you in
I want to be something else, but I don't want to be working for some company and doing the same thing again.
And you completed all the courses as well. Everything he did, he completed each one, got his certificate for it as well.
Yeah.
It wasn't something you just did and thought, no, it's not me.
No. I've done that. And then, like I said, there was like various stages of doing things and just still unsure. But one thing I did love was movies and media. I used to have a DVD and video shop, and I grew up not only watching but studying film studies, studying media, and that's what I wanted to do.
I believe that you did go off track. This is where I had to jump in because he was thinking of X, Y, Z, so many different things.
Oh, writing a book as well, I was thinking.
Children.
Because I do poetry.
I remember that.
Yeah. I do poetry, and not only that, I write. I was like doing stories for my children.
Jeez, I forgot about that.
So I wrote stories.
He wrote, going through all this time. This is when he was different courses. He even wrote something.
Anything.
Wow, I forgot about that. It was a really good one as well. That little.
Anything. Yeah. I basically it was like, come on,
but then
feeling trapped, just trying to look for a way out.
Yeah. Then I had to turn around and say to him, come on, you know what the thing you like the most, the thing you can talk about non-stop. You could bore me because you go on and on and on about it.
She kept at it, but it wasn't sinking
constantly
in,
saying
to be honest.
I know you so well. I know what you love. And I know you like these other little things, but not as much as you love the movies. Yeah.
But I just basically, I always wanted to write stories, and I wanted to direct, I wanted to create, and create my own stuff, like, would it be movies and stuff like that, but even if it was some other things. And I think Sureet kept on like pushing and encouraging me, but I kept on going, well, how am I supposed to do it? I don't know any people, and I don't know where to start. I haven't got the equipment, and who am I going to get?
I think it came to a point where I knew someone. I used to see somebody. We'll talk about that in some other podcasts. A long story there, but like I introduced Steve to this person that I know, and it took
good friend. Motivated. Like she used to do things like various things like life coaching and stuff like that as well. Trying to encourage me to do things that I said, like the personal training stuff, the writing stuff, photography and all that. Things that I said I probably would like to do. So she was basically challenging me. And seeing that if I would.
You wouldn't see at that point though.
And I couldn't see it.
I couldn't see it until one particular time. I remember the time when I thought, this is what she's doing. She's trying to eliminate everything you think you want to do.
It was basically eliminating things that I thought that I could do or be. And I kept on I kept on going, you keep on giving me these projects, you keep on making me do these things where I have no interest, or even though I had interest, I was like going, I find it not interesting. I'm trying to find the right words. It was like, no, I wasn't motivated by it. It was like I can do it, but it felt like a bit of work. And she kept on going, I kept on saying to her myself was, if you told me to watch God knows how many movies and talk about them, I can do it. If you told me to do some watch things and say what I would change and how I would make things better, I can do that. And she just kept on not telling me to do that. And then I was going.
Did she say at one point though, okay, so if that's the case, then
no, she just kept on going, try this one, then try that one. It was like I was telling her what I would be able to do and I love to do, but I wasn't doing it.
Okay, no, I remember what she told you to do definitely was the photography, wasn't it? When she said
the photography, do 50 photographs, find something, and I was there going, oh God. And that's what was happening. My issue, and this is for people who, might be, I think I'm doing this more or we're both doing this podcast more to do with if people are stuck in their life. We've been there.
Yeah.
And obviously it didn't just impact me, it was impacting my wife, it was impacting my children, because they also were at the point where they were doing college and doing A levels, and they were going, we don't want to go to university, we don't see what the point is. And they seemed lost and confused because I was lost and confused. And it was like, well, what's the point doing that if dad did this and he's been working at this job for 20 years, he's unhappy, but he doesn't know what to do. And I think it impacts everyone. And I think I'm just trying to say to people, look, it's harder when you're parents and you got a family to support, that you're stuck in a job to make money, but yet you're unhappy. And you're just going, okay, I've just got to get through this. And each time you're looking forward to your days off, and then you recharging your batteries to get ready for the start again.
One time I used to hate was when you knew you got 2 days before he's going back to work.
He's already preparing.
He'll be a different person. I'm like, I just don't like this side, and it was continuous, and there's nothing you could do about it.
No, but it was like that. It was, the mindset was like that. But then it's hard when you're going, okay, I can leave. And there's nothing but then I need to find something straight away to support my family. And I think that's where you feel, if you young, free and single and you're living with your parents, then I feel that it's not still, you can still be trapped in a job, but you can, you hear those people climb up the, I was on the corporate, I was working 9 to 5, I wasn't happy, I left my job. I was watching those videos and I kept on going to myself, it's all right for you. You know what I mean? You're 20, you've done your degree, you've left it, you're living with your parents, you left it, you're still okay. I can't, because if I do it, it also affects everyone else around me. And I'm guessing that there's probably parents and men, women out there who have got, it doesn't have to be kids either, it could just be a partner, how am I going to support, or what my partner's going to think, or they're going to look after me, that kind of thing. So, yeah.
It was crazy. And I think, like you said, it impacted the kids quite a lot, because they were quite not sure what they wanted to do. And then because we're encouraging them as well, go, continue on with your college and stuff, it's your final years, and we're like, what's the point? And
we've never been pushy to tell them that they have to study or they have to get a job. It was more or less
and then even when it came to uni, it was like, no, we don't want to go.
They didn't want to go.
And it came to a point where they actually said, well, hold on, Dad, how can you push and guide us?
I was there going, do something that you're passionate about. It doesn't matter about the money, something that you enjoy. And, that's the path that you guys, it doesn't matter what job it is. If you want to be a artist and you're not making the money, but it makes you happy and you can make enough to get on with life, then you do it. That's what you got to do. Do what you enjoy each day, regardless of, how much it's going to pay you. And they basically said that, well, you're not, and I think that sort of hit me.
A bit of a wake-up call, wasn't it, really? Hold on, how are you, how can we encourage them when they see you day in, day out, stuck in something?
I'm telling them to do something that they're passionate about, but I wasn't setting the example. I wasn't doing, what I'm basically saying to them that they should. And then I think I think for both of us, it ended up being a bit of a kick up the backside kind of thing, going, damn, we need to set the example, we need to do something. But again, it's not easy when you're not sure.
What you want to do.
Sureet carried on. Like I said, then talking about our friend who was telling me to try all these things.
She was getting on your nerves. Come home and be irritated. Why did you introduce her to me? She's not making no sense to me.
And she told me to go on a course. She told me to do a writing course, actually. And I thought, okay, you know what, I'll do that. And the writing course wasn't till, I think, I can't remember the time. I think it was going to be January or something like that. And it was around about June, July-ish, I think. And she just went, before you do your writing course, actually, you know what? How about you do this media course in Birmingham? And I was like going, oh, okay, fine. She said that. I've got to show that I felt like I have to show that I'm committed, that I'm not just going, I want to do something, I'm not putting it all in. So I joined the course, paid for it and everything. And I went. And it was a media course. So whilst I went to the media course, it was basically refreshed my brain of the courses that I'd done ages ago. The equipment's changed, like what you use and what I
You were
used then.
gobsmacked. Remember you coming home saying, God, like, it's
I
completely
basically
the same.
I realised I had all the tools.
Yeah.
Which I didn't think, because when my original media course is what I studied when I was younger, and there was like the big massive cameras, massive editing suites and all this kind of stuff. And now it was DSL
laptop.
now it was DSLR cameras, it was laptops and things like that. And I went,
Come on, because I've got
that at
everything
home.
already. Like,
I've got that at home, and you know I don't use it for those things, but I could do it at home.
and there were actually everything you were suggesting or on these courses and stuff. People were like more strike to you.
It was good. It was good, but yeah, I was frustrated. Again, it was like even though I had ideas, it was like there were, you know. But yeah, I was just like grabbing the camera and doing my own thing. Editing wasn't my thing, but the filming was. But again, nothing sort of struck, and Street was still going. Why don't you just create your own YouTube videos?
I remember this clearly this day. Because do you remember? Is what I want to ask you.
Not really.
I don't think you do, because it was that particular time he was really lost and really down, still going to work. So what I can say is, you know,
it's like feeling like you was in a prison, wanting to escape and trying to find
was
any
in
way
such
of
a-
like going, how am I going to do it? And then after I do it, where am I going to escape to?
Yeah.
That kind it's weird coming from a guy who's a police
to
officer.
look back at it, but sometimes I feel like, you know what, asking him these questions, because I don't think he remembers, because that's how low of a state that, you know, times had got to. I remember you sitting, we were on the bed in my room. You'd come back, and me and Raina were already sitting on the bed, and we were just discussing to have a new come. And it just started off you again saying, I just don't know, like, you know, again about work and everything else. And I was just like, it's November's coming. You love watching stuff, movies. You could talk about it. So I said to him, pick 10 movies, you know, scary movies that you could talk about. List your favourite 10 movies, go down and break them up or something.
Yeah.
I said, just do something like that. And you're like, okay. And I
yeah.
think that's where you just started to look into
YouTube. I didn't look into YouTube. It was there.
And I was like, yeah, just list them down, and then maybe break them down why you like them. Or, and you know, one thing that Steve I've learned as well is, because he's done all these different courses, and also he had his own shop where he used to love putting the posters up. So when something new came out, video shop, so renting movies, when something new came out, they sent the poster. So he loved to design the way the posters go in the shop window. He didn't just bang them up like, you know, how anyone else would do. He'd put them up in a certain way. It had to be in a certain way. And I was just like, I could see you taking out pictures, posters, and talking about stuff, and, you know, talking about it, and those posters coming up. I don't know, do something like that and talk to people, because there's going to be like-minded people.
But the other thing was, I didn't want to put myself in front of the screen. 2 reasons why. Number one, I'm quite introverted. So it's weird, I know, being on here, but I'm an introvert, sorry. And so I didn't want to come in front of the screen. And secondly, obviously doing the job that I did, I didn't want people, because, you know, I didn't used to go on social media at all, to be honest, because of the job that I did. I was just like going, oh God, there's always someone who's going to say you wore this, or you did this, or you went there.
That's one
or you
thing
shouldn't
I
have
hate
done that.
about your job.
And it was like, even those restrictions outside of that you felt trapped. That even outside, you're going out with your partner or your kids, how you behaved, where you were, what you did. You know, even if you're having drinks with your friends, you can't, because how you portray.
Just for example, when we used to go on a train, you'd be like, oh, I don't really want to go. And something happens, then I'm going to have to do something.
Certainly with my family, kind of thing. And it was like, because you would,
it'd be quicker to get on a train instead of driving, let's go on a train. No.
So you never switch off. And that's where I just went, okay, I don't want to be in front of the camera, but I can create, like Sureet said, top 10 horror movies, top 10 blockbuster movies, get the video clips, get this, get that, do the, you know, talk. And I prepared and I got loads, because it was like, how do I want to do this? How do I want to show it? It was a lot of work. And then at the same time, it was also, because I didn't know how to edit so much, my daughters did, I was trying to get their help and advice. But they weren't. They were just busy in their own. They were doing the college.
You know how youngsters are these days.
Yeah, we will, Dad. Yeah, we will, Dad. But they weren't, and I was getting frustrated and annoyed. Like, there's something I don't know how to do. I can film and do all this, but I need them to help me do this, and they're not doing it. So this isn't right. Yeah, there's nobody to help me. And not only that, like I said, there was also a time where when I was looking into the media side, our friend, or once I started after I'd done the media course, she told me to reach out to many of the people that I studied with who have their own production places, kind of thing. And I did reach out to have coffee and all that, and so I helped them at the start with things when we were doing the courses and stuff like that. So yeah,
that was a bit disappointing as well, because I used to see how he.
They were like, yeah, we'll have coffee and stuff.
He'll be happy when they finally did. It'll be weeks, months after they reply, and they finally did. So first he's like, oh God, they didn't reply. And when they did, he's like, yeah. And then it was just something just to fob you off.
Yeah, like, they didn't. I saw a few of them when we went to certain places, and they didn't even acknowledge kind of thing. And I thought, okay.
He was really hurt by that.
And then obviously our friend who, I'm not mentioning it at the moment, but I basically told her, and she went, yeah, they're not going to. I was like, then why did you tell me to ask them? She goes, because I want to show that no one's going to come to save you. No one's going to come to help you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you helped them at one point in your life, or you were there for them when they needed you. No one's going to come to save you. You need to save yourself. So you got two options. Either you give up and not do it because no one's here, or you do it yourself and realize that no one else is going to do it for you. And that's what I did. But it was a choice of that. It was between, because I was feeling the way I was feeling low, I was feeling down. I thought, can I connect to other people with how I'm feeling? Because there must be other people out there feeling the same, and then maybe we can motivate, understand each other. So I did create a video on my own.
I thought of that
upstairs.
Just now. I forgot about that. It's unbelievable.
And I thought, let me go in front of the camera and talk for the first time. It took me ages to do. I was really uncomfortable. I was nervous, and I was talking, and I was just like going, I can't show this to anyone.
It's crazy how you can forget all the things that you've had to go through and you've done. Like, I've just remembered that. Literally sitting here thinking, God, you remember when you that account that you created?
Yeah, so I created an account which was private, and I ended up uploading it on this private account of this chat that I had about what I was going through, how I was feeling, hoping, if I get the courage to make it public, that there might be people out there going,
do you know what, though?
You know what? A guy opening up about his, he's got a family to support and how he's feeling and going through.
I believe that. I'm so glad you still did that, because I believe that's still there as, not that you have to prove to anyone, I think even for yourself as well, to see where you've been. Because I remember
that was the first video that I did.
I remember watching that, and it really did upset me, because I could see how you were and what you were like. You're obviously, like he says, he's an introvert, so for him to do that was such a big thing anyway, and the nerves and everything in you, and trying to express what you were feeling, the things that you've gone through, but looking at yourself now, so it's still there. You look back at that anytime soon. The changes in you.
I did it in my bedroom, quietly as anything, because I didn't want anyone else to hear either, because that's how much I was like, I don't want people to hear me, or what I'm talking about, and it was like that. So I did upload it, but it was just like, okay, maybe, saying to myself, I'll have the courage to post this, and then people can relate and see that what you're going through as a man, as a husband, as a father isn't always easy, but you keep doing what you have to do to support your family, even if you're not happy with yourself or what you're doing and how you're feeling. You just keep on trying to, each day, okay, it's feels like a fight kind of thing.
I remember even that now, showing that video to that person that I introduced Steve to, who's more like a mentor and everything. And even because I think she can see through Steve what he's capable of, and she could see what he was going through, but she knew there was something that he's got to give. And I felt like she felt a little, not sorry for you, but because she knew what you could give, she was just like, I'm not happy. She's happy. I don't know how to explain. She wasn't.
She was encouraging, but not pushing.
But not.
And she wanted me to find my own way.
Yeah.
She wasn't telling me what to do.
She didn't want you to feel sorry or pity for yourself or anything like that. So when she saw that, she was more like, I know he's got so much in him.
So it was very good. I didn't understand then. It's when you look back.
Back now.
At that point, I was like, why is she just helping me? And why is she making things difficult for me?
Yeah.
And it was
be straightforward and tell us what exactly.
It was eliminating stuff. But it was about me finding my way.
But isn't that the same kind of thing though? When the kids say to us, like sometimes, because we've given them, the free, not freedom. We're there for advice, and we encourage them, we guide them and stuff. But when they want to take certain routes in life, we make them take those routes. They have their own minds and they want to do something, they go and do it. they've spoken about it. But it's that same kind of thing, like letting your child do something and learning from it. Is it them? Is it not? And I think that's because we haven't done that. We've just followed all these years from what's being ingrained to us what we should do. So all the things that you thought you liked, or you were interested when you were younger, doing each one, whether it's photography, all those kind of different things.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
People were saying to you back then, oh, they think you could see, even like family members, they think you can do personal. No, even I knew that was not you.
People were telling me what they, I used to like doing.
Him. I know who he is.
Photographs as a kid, or things that I was doing as a child. They were just going, oh, you like this, so therefore.
Yeah, slowly. Each time you mentioned something, she was just like, nah. Okay, do it then. Let's see what you can do.
Yeah, do it then.
That proves to you, just like a child, no, I've done it for a while. No, it's not me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then I think it was also that feeling of, maybe if this isn't me, then then I don't know. Again, I'm like, oh God, what am I?
Lost.
And then how do you create something and make money from it? I knew nothing about YouTube. I knew nothing about, I watch YouTube videos, but I didn't ever think that I could make it or we can make it. No. And I didn't think that you could, I didn't think we could make money from it. I actually thought it was just a platform. You just post things on.
Yeah.
And that's it. I didn't think it was, it wasn't done for money. It wasn't done for views. It wasn't done for subscribers.
Not at all.
It was just feeling the way we were. And then, like I said, then it was after I'd done that initial video of me talking about what I was going through, how I was feeling, and how difficult I found everything, but I want to feel free, but not sure where to go and what to do, and no one's helping. That's how more or less the gist of it. It was basically trying to focus on creating those videos of the top 10 and how I was going to do it. And whilst I had all that together, trying to find the right time to do it, Sureet showed me a video on TV, YouTube, of a girl.
I was doing my makeup, and I just remember watching this video. And I don't know how it come up. I like watching some, like, it's weird because I was watching YouTube whilst doing my makeup, and this girl, I think she's from America, and she was watching a beautiful, I think that's what probably was, because it was the song that I really, really love, and I remember that song from this day. She was watching it, and her...
Teri Mitti, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's from a movie called Gesali, a movie, Indian film.
I love this song completely anyway, so it gave me goosebumps to begin with, and then it must have just gone on to someone's reaction, some girl watching it, and how she felt, and because she doesn't even understand what's being said here, she was in... like her tears, she was in her emotions, her reaction to this. I was just mind blown. I was like it doesn't matter, like if you understand the music or not. I think it's within, isn't it? Connecting is like that, like, and music anyone can understand, doesn't matter what language it's in. It's just something that's with So I showed it him. I was like, Steve, watch this.
I was downstairs and she said, look, check this girl out. Watching this, no intentions or anything. Like, look at this girl, like listening to this video, watching this video. And
she was in tears.
And I looked at it and went, wow. Like I've heard this song and the emotions that this girl's like experienced from listening to something.
Yeah.
And like how other people from around the world, when you see something that's new, that's different to yourself, or even for us, like whatever it might be, what your initial response is, what your initial feeling is, and. I think something that was the moment. It just like, she showed it to me and I was like going, wow. It's like I connected not with just the song. I connected to seeing her, like her expressions, her feelings, her emotions, like going, it made it even more sort of powerful kind of thing. Like there's this song that I can hear anytime, but then this person listening to this song and watching the video and you connecting to 2 things or 3 things kind of thing. This other person from somewhere else watching something that you are in a different place, and
she doesn't understand the words to it.
Or maybe she did. I don't know, but I'm just saying at that point I don't think she did. But no. I'm just saying. But you both find that it doesn't matter the color of your skin, where you're from, your background, what country, and all that. That certain times you can watch something and you can still connect, and you can feel the same feeling. And he was like, wow. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh, you know what? How would it be to watch other things, that you could just watch for the first time and, just record yourself, from it. And I think it was that moment that I just thought, this could be interesting.
I don't even remember you actually planning it or thinking what you want to do, because you just surprised it on me.
I didn't tell Sureet. It came into my head and I was just like going, again, it was just like, I want to do that. Not I can do that. I want to do that.
So there's me said to you, do these 10 videos of whatever.
She did that.
I've showed you this, and then he did not once say to me.
And like I said, I uploaded that video with how I was feeling, and I was gonna do another one of those the following week to see what's been going on in my week, how I'm feeling again. That's what I was gonna do weekly and upload, these videos. But in between that, this video came, and I thought, you know what I'll do is I'll create my own, but I'll do it of whatever new trailers out. That's how it was. But so I started looking at what's coming out, and there was 2 trailers that were coming out. I still remember now because they ended up being our first one. One was the Naji, Ajay Devgan film with Saif Ali Khan and Kajol. And the other one was going to be the following day was going to be a movie called Good News, starring Akshay Kumar, Diljit Dosanjh, Kareena Kapoor and Kiara Advani.
Oh yeah.
And I was going to watch those trailers anyway. So, it was like this is what I used to go on YouTube anyway. For me, it was to do anything to do with movie related. So I thought, I'm going to watch those trailers. But what if I recorded us, Actually, before that, I think I've jumped ahead. When I was going to do the YouTube, and I thought, okay, you know what, I'll do YouTube sort of thing, like, videos and stuff like that. I asked my daughters, actually, you know what, I was thinking of doing videos where we talk about movies and reviews. And can you because they used to watch films with me, and they used to go, jump in, so we can talk about it. So I got someone to talk to, about a film. And they kept on going, no, they didn't want to do it. And I felt like, there's something I want to do, and I've got no one to do it with. Maybe I should have asked someone outside, asked my friends. You did,
actually. That reminds me.
Mate of mine.
Ask a friend of yours?
Yeah, we actually created a channel, sort of. We didn't post nothing on there. The ideas were there. Hey, we can talk about stuff and we can review movies. And he was like, yeah, I'm game and all that.
We even had a name for it as well.
We had a name for it as well. And... but then we didn't. And Sureet kept on going, you keep on asking so many other people who say they will, but they don't. How come you ain't asking me?
No one asks me.
And I was there going, but you don't
really
want
like... He didn't. No, he didn't. He didn't really.
I was just like going, you don't really like movies as much as everyone else. We watch them all the time. You watch them now and again. And, I don't want you to do something that you don't want to do. Then just like the police force, I don't want you doing something and then feeling unhappy and going...
Did you actually say that? I don't ever remember.
No, I didn't. That's what I was thinking and feeling, that, you know what, if she's not interested in certain things, she's saying, I want to jump on and let's do this together. But if she's not interested, sooner or later, it's going to be like, I don't really want to do it, because if you're not, then you're just doing it because either A, you haven't got anything else to do, or B, you're thinking that, I'm supporting and helping someone.
Yeah.
Or see, you know what I mean? It's for money. Sometimes you do a job for money. So this wasn't going to be for money. It wasn't going to be because, it was besides looking after the kids, something to do. It was more support.
Really bad as well, because he had been asking girls, my daughters.
No one was interested.
A friend, and,
And she was like, oh, what about me? What about me? I was there going, oh,
I was his last option, by the way, guys. He's like, oh, might as well. No one else wants to do it with me. So he didn't even tell me about this day. So he did not tell me. I didn't know what was going on. And he was like, yeah, do you mind just coming in here and jumping in this with me? I was like, yeah, what? Okay.
But it didn't happen just like that. But like she said, it did happen like that, but not just like that. I prepared myself as in the sense that just looking at how I was going to put the video into the video like that we're watching, and how, because obviously that seemed confusing for me. You're going to record us, but how do we get that video on there? So I've done a little look onto that. But again, I didn't know if it'll work or not. And then because you're nervous and you're doing something for the first time, you want it to be right, but you haven't got a clue. And I started writing a script. Not a script as in, it was more or less like, okay, we're going to introduce ourselves.
Bullet lines and stuff.
Yeah. We're going to introduce ourselves, and then we're going to talk about this movie, which is, and the weird thing is, it's like, I know the actors and the directors, from watching the movies. You ask me anything, I can talk to you about it.
That's why I told him to do it.
But I was writing that, Ajay Devgan starred in this film before, and he did this, and he did that, and it was like, if I was going to forget, that I could talk about this actor because so people know that I do know about him. I could talk about this actor, talk about the director, so people know. And then at the end, we'll watch that. I'll talk about whatever I'm going to watch, and then there's going to be the conclusion or a summary. So it was that, and it was weird because I don't usually, like, when we, well, I'll get into that. So I had that, and I'd done the same thing for Good News, even though the trailers weren't out. So like I said, I wasn't doing any research, but I was more or less like what I need to cover, so people know that I'm just not pretending that that. And I went to work, came back. Am I right?
Yeah.
And then she didn't know, like I said. I wasn't even sure. I was just in my mind, will I, won't I? And then said, look, let's film this trailer reaction. She's like, what's that? Like, what that girl did. We're going to watch something that's brand new. And then we're just going to, be yourself. Like, we're going to just like see what it is, and then we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
And she's like, what it's about? Like, I ain't got a clue. You know what I mean? How am I, all I know is it's a trailer. We're going to watch it, and it's going to be what it's going to be. And we did it. We went upstairs in my son's bedroom. We even remember it was his gaming chair upstairs, and we're trying to find a place where we can film.
It was the most, if you think about it now, like from where we are to where we've come, we didn't care about where we were going to go. Well, he didn't. He just was already preparing. Sat down the computer.
It was like, just get the job done.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
If this was me, I knew we were going to be doing something, I'd be like, okay, the locations, it's got to look nice. Everything's got to look perfect. But
mine was, it was just, let's film and let's just record and just get this job.
So if you look at the first video we've ever done, the nerves, and although he told me as I'd gone in, he's like, can you do this with me? So when you were saying to me, oh, so we're watching this, you could see I was so nervous, like, oh, are we?
I done the intro, I done the starting, it was just like that. And she was like, like catching up with what I was telling her. It was like,
it's like, okay, so we're actually doing this.
And so we did it. Even if you see our thumbnail, it's like, it is what it is. And so we didn't have a clue. We didn't have a clue what we were doing. We didn't have a clue how it was going to go. And after doing it, again, there was excitement that it was done, but I felt terrible in the sense that I felt like, did I miss something out? Shouldn't have said that. It's like I was already trying to think of what I was going to say from trying to remember what I had written instead of just naturally, genuinely being me. It was like, oh my God, you know what? Did I cover that? Did I not cover that? And should I have? How long the video should have been? It was all these like weird thoughts.
I don't even remember how... Do you know, like when everything started flowing in, like we started to get our first subscriber, or like I don't. It's just crazy because you think about it, that you posted it, and because it was just something you were doing, and you don't think of ahead why you're doing it.
No.
Or
it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't for the views.
What you want
we didn't think anyone was going to watch it.
Yeah.
We didn't think it was going to make money.
No.
It was just like, let's do something. Like, they encouraged me to do something on YouTube. Let me do something that, all of a sudden just felt like I can do this. I want to do this.
Yeah.
And more to do with, I think then at that point, it became more to do with feeling happy and trying to do something that I think would have been fun.
Yeah.
That would be enjoyable.
And then I think also what encouraged as well was the support that we were getting, like from people as well.
Which came, I mean, it didn't take long for it to come, but I was going to say, after we done the first video, it was still that nerves of, oh damn, you know what, that could have been better. I don't think I've done that right. Or I could have, but yeah, at the same time feeling like, oh my God, I have this book and I'm trying to remember everything, and I just feel like, oh. And I edited, and I think we posted it, and I was like, wow, people actually came straight away and looked. Not so many, but I was like, oh my God, there's 10 people here, like, watched, out of nowhere. Then the next day came and tried to do the same thing with the next video, Good News.
Good News, yeah.
Just told her, I had another early, came back, let's go upstairs, let's record, and we did. And again, same thing. Yeah, we boom, 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 this is what it is, and this is who's in it, trying to remember. And she was just like looking at me and went with it. We filmed again. Yeah. Both still nervous. And still thinking, what the heck is he doing and why are we doing this for?
I still didn't understand, like, where is this going to go? I don't know. It's weird because I was encouraging to do something. I don't know what. Yeah. We didn't think ahead, like, do you know what I mean?
Nothing.
What's going to come?
Nothing.
I just don't understand.
And then I edited that one, and again I uploaded it, and loads of people came. All of a sudden,
it was a distraction as well from what we've been going through, what we'd gone through, what we're going through. That it just stopped all of the noise.
It felt like it was something to look forward to. When you aren't when you're at work and you're feeling the way you are, that instead of like already preparing yourself to go back to work, that I'm actually got something to look forward to.
And he was actually so excited. He got to a point where he was proper excited about it.
And then,
even I was.
Then I was looking at the numbers of going, oh my God, someone's viewed it. Oh my God, someone's liked it. Oh my God, someone's subscribed. So if you see, these all became like sort of distractions from the life and the mood and the feelings and that feeling of being trapped and stuck somewhere. Even though, again, it wasn't making money, it just felt like, oh my God, I'm achieving something. That dopamine rush, you know, that something's growing, even if it was what it was.
It's like some new conversations other than the same things in the house all the time about depressing work. And
he's like, what? And then Sureet was like, what's coming next? And we're like going, okay, we've got to do another one. But before we done another one, I tried to do a video of me talking about what I was going and what I was feeling. In this one, I was more or less like going, okay, we started something. It's, you know, it's going really great. But when, you know, I go back to work, it makes me feel like this. And I was feeling, again, low and down, talking about how I'm feeling, because I was trying to talk about work. I was talking about how I'm feeling. And I remember at that time I went to see this friend again. And I said, look, I don't think I can do these videos about me talking about myself, how low I'm feeling, how stuck I'm feeling. Because my mind keeps on telling me that when I'm doing this, the 2 videos that I've done, I was happy and excited.
He was.
But yet when I'm trying to do this video and trying to go back to it, I feel like I'm going back into like trying to look into myself and find that feeling of depression, loss, and what's like, you know, and I'm not going, but I don't want to be that.
So it became like an escape, didn't it, really, from what you were going through, you know, and just brought him so much joy.
And I was like, I don't think I can do that other videos because each time, I remember speaking to my wife going, you know, I spoke to you and I said, when I'm doing that, I'm feeling low and unhappy. I'm like, I don't want people to see it. And I'm looking at this person and I don't like the person that I'm seeing. I see a happy person. But when I'm seeing myself there, and when I see this person who comes alive.
Yeah, and also when he used to come home, he was just raring to go. Come on, can we do something? He was probably already thinking about. I can imagine you just already still thinking at work when you get home what you're going to do. Get on the ball with things, because he'd come in with a totally different energy.
Let's go, come on,
just do this. Like,
and he was like that.
And it was just nice to see him smiling and like the comments that were finally coming through. Like I remember, I don't understand, but I was sleeping in V's room at this point. I don't know, was there something going on within? I don't know why I was in V's room, but I remember waking up in the morning and the phone's just pinging with YouTube comments and so much love and so much, like, it was just unreal.
And also, then when we were going to do the 3rd video, I think it was, I come back and Sureet just went, you know what? Leave the book.
You know what you're talking about. You are so good. Leave the script. Stop writing
things.
Be you.
You just be you. Just talk what comes to your mind. Say it.
I think that's where it started to hit off even more. Because I was shocked with him.
Be yourself. What you remember, say it. What you feel, say it. What you see, you know your shit. I was gonna say. So just be you. Just forget already preparing. Forget anything else. So the 3rd video, it was just like. And at the same time, I don't know if it was the 3rd video that we done the other thing, but basically a 3rd video, it was no book, no nothing. It was like, this is what we're going to talk about. And off we went. We just went, this is what we're going to do. And this is what we're saying.
Loved it.
And I'll tell you what I know, just at the top of my head.
People loved it because they knew you knew what you were talking about.
Yeah, and people connected
so much more.
And then we call it our Magic Flicks family, which it is, because not only were they encouraging and supportive, they were telling us what to react to, they were telling us what to watch, they were started sending us messages on Instagram, on email, on every platform. They started following, subscribing, and then they started telling us what things to change your background, do this, change that, make it shorter, make it longer, actually get Sureet to do the intro. You know, it'll be nicer for her to do that.
Also, that was something really nice as well. They loved the fact that we're a husband and wife, and they just couldn't get over that we've been married for so long. They thought we were newlyweds, or we're just dating or something. So the more they found out,
boyfriend, girlfriend, trying to do something, and
then we got our kids involved in some other movies, and they were just like, what?
And it was basically being honest, being genuine. And that's the policy, like, you know, that's the way that we sort of said we're going to structure, not structure, but we're going to have us as being honest, genuine. If we like it, we like it. We don't like it, we don't like it. we're going to be us. We're not going to be something for the camera or say something that just because people want to hear it. People might be offended with, there's actors out there, there's celebs or whatever video. There's some people who worship them and stuff like that. But we got to be honest. We got to be honest and genuine. If we like it, we like it. We don't like it, we'll say it. We know that people ain't going to like that, because majority, I think, what the reaction channels were doing were saying what they knew people wanted to hear. They were basically trying to please people and they would get the views. And we thought, we don't want to go that way. We want to be us. We want to say as we see it. And we want genuine subscribers and followers who love us and for who we are and what we're saying, not for just, oh gosh, every time something comes out, they're saying it's amazing just because they don't want to offend anyone. We didn't want to do that because there's only so long that I think you can do that for. And sooner or later people could tell when you're fake anyway. So
And that's it. That was us.
That's how we sort of started our YouTube channel.
We could go on forever. The time will be like, we'll be here for hours with just this story, but
yeah.
This part of our life journey.
That was our beginning of Magic Flicks and our Magic Flicks family.
So
and now
to tell you about Magic Flicks and the journey beyond.
I mean, it didn't get easier. Don't get us wrong. That's it. And then all of a sudden, all the money came in, and all the subscribers came, and it was all hunky dory, no hardship, no nothing. But
what it did do is help us.
It's got us started.
It's got us started, and it helped us get from a place that we were so unhappy with.
We felt that we were. Let's just say it seemed like we were drowning, and we were stuck, and we had no support or guidance, and no clue where we were going. And then all of a sudden,
a miracle. Like magic, like it says.
It felt like that, and then the name. I was going to say the name just came. The name. There's reason for the name. I'll tell you like that on another podcast. But there's a reason why that name came. And there's so many times you think about names, what you want to call your brand or what you want to call your podcast or whatever it might be. And so many times you used to be thinking about stuff, when I try to do other things. But this one just came, and we're glad, and it just fitted. So, and we'll talk about Cool Art Touch another time, which is our other channel. But this one, like I said, Magic Flicks is now 600,000 subscribers, and we've interviewed Bollywood, Indian cinema actors, and we interact with them on Instagram, and they write to us, and it's fantastic, and we love what we do. And we even now, after all these years, enjoy it. Help me get out of my job and leave it, and Sureet enjoys
so many new things to us, like
change the lives of our children, what they wanted and where they wanted to go. So it didn't just like, oh my gosh, he's left his job and whoopie-doo kind of thing. It changed how we have been with each other, with our home, our family life, our children, the energy, everything sort of changed. The feelings and what our kids want to do with their lives, everything. I think
slowly
one step that we took just basically led to everything else changing, and I just felt like we just wanted to share that with you guys, the people who asked why.
God
works
the
in
universe,
works in
mysterious ways,
and sometimes, guys, I'm sure that there's people out there who are going through something similar, feeling the same way, and just like want to say, just have hope. Honestly, if there is something that you feel like you can do or want to do, something that's you, then go for it. You know what I mean? Take the step. Take the step.
Keep taking those steps.
You don't have to leave your job to do it. Just take the step. And like I said, it might not be easy, but it's just taking some action. You just need that one person. Even if you haven't, just keep taking the steps. And I think that's what it was. It wasn't just the kids saying, well, you guys ain't, that encouragement or the bullying, like I said. It was like, little triggers of trying to push you in the right direction, but you don't realise at the time. And then obviously there's, the person, like I said, I'm not mentioning her name, but, her pushing me in the right direction without telling me, and about me finding myself. And then Sureet's been the biggest support and help that I've had from that moment, who made me feel like, I should believe in myself, I should go after. So now I'm not working or creating a movie or anything, but I'm filming, I'm editing, I'm doing thumbnails, I'm doing my own thing. We are our own bosses. We running our own business. We love what we do. We work our own hours. Sometimes it's long hours, sometimes it's not.
It's better than where we were.
A lot better.
A lot better than where we were.
And we're a lot happier.
And we are so grateful for everyone who's been on this journey from day one with us.
Grateful to everyone who supported us, and not only that, grateful to Magic Flicks, because without Magic Flicks, where we are now and all the other things that we're doing wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
And it's made us realise that, you know what, you just got to give things a go. Some things might work, some things might not, but just you got to give it a go and take the risk and enjoy the process.
And that's how Magic Flicks, our YouTube, started off.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us.
We'll see you in the next one.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.